Here we are again, 31 through 40. Here we go. We're going to get right into it. Shabazz Napier. He played for UConn in college. He did pretty good there. I think they won a national championship when he was on that team. It's Portland. I think he played for Portland. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So fits with Magic, Pelicans, Rockets, Wizards, Grizzlies, Thunder, Suns. Grizzlies, as I said, they need everything. Suns. They have Elfrid Payton, but he is also a free agent. He's actually coming up at number 37. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and skip to Elfrid Payton. I think because he's a restricted free agent, he will stay with the Suns, and that Napier will not. That will eliminate Napier from there. So Magic, Pelicans, Rockets, Wizards, Grizzlies, Thunder. Magic, they need a point guard. Pelicans, they have Drew Holiday, so I guess they could use a good backup. Rockets, they have Harden and Paul as their main ball handlers. They got Joe Johnson. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to see them really going after another high-end guard. Wizards, they already have enough guards, so I eliminated them. Grizzlies, as I said, they need everything. Thunder do need to pack up point guard, so that's where it leaves Napier at. Moving on to number 39, Ersan Ilyasova. He is actually pretty good. He can knock down some three-pointers. He played actually pretty good after agreeing to a buyout with Atlanta. He played for the 76ers, and he actually did pretty good. He got about 7 rebounds for 24 minutes when he played for Philadelphia. He knocked down 36% of his threes. And he's not a terrible defender. He's all right. So he's not a liability or anything. But 76ers, Rockets, Nuggets, Pistons. 76ers, I could see him staying there definitely. Rockets, it's a long shot. Nuggets, I could see him going there. The Nuggets, they're going to need some stuff, some big action to actually be in contention and to lock themselves into the playoffs. The Pistons, they got Reggie Jackson, got Blake Griffin at their power forward. Reggie Jackson's their point guard. They got Blake Griffin as their power forward, so he'd be a backup, but yeah. Moving on to a center. Not a shooter at all. He's got experience in the league. Greg Monroe. Played for the Celtics this past year. Well, the past however long it was. And, he was pretty good. He scored a decent amount. He got some okay... He got some rebounds. But, he played good for the Bucks when he was there. But here are the teams. He fits with the Celtics, Pelicans, Thunder, Cavs, Grizzlies, and Spurs. Grizzlies, as I said, they needed everything. Spurs, I could see them going for him. They got Aldridge as their power forward. They could put Monroe at the center. You don't know who's going to be the small forward. Most likely Kyle Anderson, but he is a free agent, but he is restricted, so wouldn't be surprised if he was still there. You got Patty Mills, Tony Parker, all those guys. So I could definitely see him going there to play as a center. He would get a little bit more playing time, I think. But, yeah. So that would be definitely an interesting if Monroe were to go to the Spurs. And the Cavs, they could use a backup center for Thompson. The Thunder, they could use a backup center for Adams. Pelicans, they might lose DeMarcus Cousins, so they might be looking for a center if they can't get Cousins in free agency to come back. Then the Celtics, obviously the team he's played for, looking for him there. So yeah, moving on to number 37, which would be Elfrid Payton. So as I was saying with Elfrid Payton, I think he'll stay with the Suns. Fits with Suns, Lakers, Rockets, Celtics, Hornets. Lakers could use some guards. Rockets, don't think they'll go after him. Celtics, they got their point guards in Irving and Rozier. Unless Irving is traded for Kawhi, of course. Hornets could use a backup for, Kemba Walker. But yeah, Michael Beasley's number 36, and he averaged about 13 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, and 23 minutes last year. So a very good year for him. If you need a scorer off your bench or maybe just a starter who doesn't play as much, you could go after Michael Beasley. But fits with Knicks, Hawks, Suns, and Nuggets. Knicks, he could stay there, of course. Knicks need anything they can get that's good. The Hawks, they need anything good too. The Suns could use some scoring. Obviously, they lost about like 60 points or something in the game. And the Nuggets, they already got a power forward in Paul Millsap, but they could use a backup. So Beasley could come off the bench, give Millsap a little rest time, and then maybe give him a shot for some scoring and some help on the offensive end, get some rebounds, all that stuff. And yeah, number 35, Joe Harris. Joe Harris. Last year, he averaged 10.8 points per game on 49% shooting. He also shot 42% from three-point land. So very impressive. If you need a shooter, need some offense, go for Joe Harris. And he fits with the Warriors, Hawks, Cavs, Nets, Celtics, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Jazz, Suns, Pacers, and Mavericks. Warriors, they got enough scoring. Hawks, they could use some scoring. Cleveland, they got Kyle Korver as a shooter, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went after Harris, maybe to get some more scoring, assuming they keep LeBron. But they need a lot of help there. The Nets, they just need help in general. Celtics, it's a maybe. Nuggets, it's a maybe. Timberwolves, they got Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Jeff Teague, Karl Anthony Towns, Jeff Teague, Anthony Wiggins. I'm blanking out on the other guy's name. Jimmy Butler. How could I forget Jimmy Butler? I'm an idiot. Man. But I wouldn't be surprised if they went after him just to get some help, because obviously what they're doing right now, 18 in the playoffs, no one's satisfied with that. So they wouldn't be surprised if they went after him. The Pacers, I think if Stevenson stays in Indiana, they will not go after Joe Harris. And the Mavericks, they're an open jar. They're going for everything right now. At number 34, we got Marco Bellinelli. Bellinelli, he's actually pretty good. He can shoot. He's had a pretty good career. He played for the Spurs during their playoff runs. They always have a playoff run, so that was a dumb statement. But back when they were like conference finals, all that stuff, he's played for the Hornets. This year he played for the 76ers. But he's pretty good. He's pretty good shooting-wise. So if you need a shooter, I'd say go after Bellinelli. That'd be definitely a good choice on your part if you were to go after Bellinelli. He is 32 years old, so he is getting old. But 76ers, Lakers, Cavs, Spurs, Warriors, Celtics, Nuggets, Jazz, Pacers, Mavericks. 76ers, I could see him staying there. Lakers, maybe. Depends on what LeBron does. Cavs, as I said, depends on what LeBron does. Because, if LeBron goes somewhere, people want to follow because they want to go do good stuff. So if LeBron goes to the Lakers, maybe Bellinelli's like, I could help. Why not go to the Lakers? Same with the Cavs. Spurs, he could go back to San Antonio. Warriors, if the Warriors want another shooter, he could go there. Celtics, if they want a shooter, that he could go there because Marcus Smart's not cutting it as a sharpshooter. Nuggets, they could use a sharpshooter. Jazz could use a sharpshooter, other than Joe Ingles, of course. Pacers could use a sharpshooter. And the Mavericks could use another sharpshooter if they are to re-sign Doug McDermott. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he were to stay with the 76ers, but I would not be surprised if he followed LeBron. Up next, playing for the San Antonio Spurs, this logo, not this number. Rip Kawhi on the Spurs. Kyle Anderson, he's a restricted free agent. He shot a career high this year. Well, in 2-point range at least. 56%. 5 assists per game. This year, actually 5 assists per 100 possessions. My bad. But he's a good playmaker. He can score. Obviously, as I said, he had a career high in assists this year. Fits with Spurs, Pacers, Bucks, Knicks. I think depending on what they do with the Kawhi situation and that stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he left. Spurs, Pacers, Bucks, Knicks. Pacers could use a small forward maybe. They got Oladipo as their shooting guard, and they got Miles Turner as their power forward. They got Bogdanovich as their small forward right now, I guess, or he's the power forward, whatever you want to call him. So they could use another small forward. Bucks, they got Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Knicks, they could use they have Beasley, who's a power forward if they re-sign him, but, you never know. Moving on. Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez. Holy crap. Oh, man. It's yeah. Lakers, Nets, Hawks, Bulls, Spurs. Brook Lopez, he's been in the league a while. He's pretty good. He can make some mid-range jump shots. He can score, grab some rebounds. He's got the reach to get a few shots out of there, like block shots. But yeah, the Lakers, he might stay there. He might go back to the Nets. Hawks, they could use him. The Bulls could use him. The Spurs, that'd be like a Pau Gasol situation. Old guy goes to the Spurs. But honestly, I'm not going to lie, I see him staying with the Lakers if he is offered. But if he's not offered, maybe the Bulls. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. And to cap this video off, we're going to have Luke Mbah a Moute. I pronounced that wrong. I know I pronounced that wrong. Fits with Rockets, Pacers, Pistons, Grizzlies. He didn't play that much last year. But he's a pretty good defender. He can knock down a three every once in a while. It's kind of like Trevor Ariza. Good defender. Like his teammate Trevor Ariza. He's a little bit bigger, but man, I could see him leaving the Rockets, honestly. If he's not happy with his playing time, I could see him leaving, maybe going to the Pacers, maybe going to the Pistons. And if he wants a lot of playing time, he'll go to the Grizzlies. My God. But he'd probably be backing up Blake Griffin in Detroit, be backing up Miles Turner or Bogdanovich in Indiana. So no matter where he goes other than the Grizzlies on this list, of course that says fits with, he's going to be a backup. Even right now, if he stays with Houston, he'd be a backup. But it'd be interesting to see where he goes and if it would affect Houston at all. But, yeah. As I said, 31 through 40. There's your video. I'll do 25 through 30 like in 2 seconds. 26 through 30 in like 5 minutes. So, yeah. Good talk.